Greetings, Warrior fans. Joined by head women's basketball coach Katie Schutjer. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Women's basketball team will tip off the season tomorrow night, Tuesday, November 3rd, hosting Mount Marty. They've already had a couple of scrimmages, chance to test themselves against somebody other than the team that knows the plays.
Yeah.
Talk about tomorrow night, the official opener. How excited are you guys to hit the court and home opener and play somebody?
We're really excited. I think the girls are really excited to get the first game underway. It's been a long past 6-7 months, with COVID hitting and things getting shut down, and we've been fortunate to stay healthy so far this season, and so I think the girls are really excited to go out and showcase everything we've been able to work on for the past month. We had a couple scrimmages, got the kinks out, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how we can compete against Mount Marty tomorrow.
You see some positive things in the scrimmages?
I did see some positive things. We were really rocky on Wednesday night, and we fixed a couple things, and I told the team I'm just looking for carryover at this point, and they came out Saturday and they did that against a much better team. So I'm really excited about the potential that's there. We're a young team this year. We got a lot of new faces that'll be playing for us, and so we're still gonna have a lot of kinks to work out as games go on, but I'm really excited for the potential of where this team can be by conference play.
How nice is that? I know a lot of teams, they play that first game and then there's a huge jump from first to second game, and you've kind of had the first two games, so do you expect a nice little jump talent-wise, understanding-wise, and all of that going into tomorrow night?
A little bit. We scrimmaged two junior colleges, so we were basically playing all freshmen and sophomores. Now we're playing a team where they've got some juniors, they've got some seniors, so more experience than what we faced in our scrimmages. So I think that we'll still see somewhat of a jump, but it'll also be interesting to see with the experience that we'll be playing against. Where will these freshmen and new kids in general, how will they respond to playing against upperclassmen?
You mentioned upperclassmen experience. We should talk about some of the returners. I mean, we got to start with Tina in the middle, all conference, back for her senior season. Probably is going to lead the way you would expect, at least on paper for you guys. Aside from her, who are the other impact returners?
Yeah, Tina's definitely going to be a huge force for us inside. We've got Nicole Obertine returning as point guard, shooting guard. She's one that's gotten better every single year. She's not a Tina for us, but she does so many other important things, and she brings really good experience. She's a fifth year for us, played for 3 years and then had to sit out with an ACL tear 1 year, so she got to learn a lot during that year, and she's definitely grown every single year. So she's definitely provided some good senior leadership, and will be able to do some things for us. Kinsey Tweedy has done a lot for us so far. She showed a lot of good things in that scrimmage with driving the ball and getting to the rim and finishing well at the basket compared to what she did last year. And then we've got McKenna Klaus inside as a backup post player for Tina, who's also shown improvement. So I'm happy about where our returners are, and hoping that the new kids, as we start playing games, mix well with them.
You said a young team, but looking at the roster, it's a little bit different than you've had in the past years, where you've brought in a lot of freshmen to fill those new roles. A lot of junior college transfers and transfers in general. How nice is that to look to new players who have some college experience already?
Yeah, that's always helpful. We have two transfers for us this year that provide experience right away, and they've shown that in the two scrimmages. But at the end of the day, sometimes they are kind of like freshmen because it's a new system. It's a new level of play for them. So in a way, they do have the experience, but in a way, they are kind of like freshmen as well. But it's nice to at least have a balance. We've got a couple seniors, we've got 3 or 4 juniors, a couple sophomores, and then 5 or 6 freshmen.
Who of those newcomers do you see making a big impact this year?
Oh man, I think we have a lot that can make a big impact for us, and I think that's just going to be because that's our style of play. We're going to try to play faster this year, offensively and defensively, and in order to do that, you've got to run bodies in. And so I think we're going to see different players on any given night. But we've got a junior college point guard, Raven Brown, who I think is going to be able to come in and do some things at the point guard that we've never been able to do in the past. We've got some freshmen, Sandra Christian. She's a really good three-point shooter, someone that I think is going to be pretty consistent from behind the arc, and so she'll be huge for us. We've got Lindsay Field as a forward. We've got Lizzie Garza as a 3 guard for us. We've got a 6'2" freshman, Haley Mass, as a post player. So it just, a lot of it depends on their development and how they come over time, especially with the game experience. But I'm excited for all of them to join our team. I'm excited for everything that they bring. They all bring different aspects to our team. It's just going to be who's hot on any given night.
You mentioned the style. At times we saw you guys try to press the pace and do some of that. Is it going to be a lot more pressing? Is it going to be a lot more fast tempo, you think? Or will it depend on how things play out during the games?
That's the goal, is to play faster offensively and defensively. Now you have to be deep and you have to be healthy to do that. With COVID, that may throw a ringer into it. But we do plan to play faster defensively, mix our defenses up, keep our opponent on our toes. Offensively, we want to run the floor more. We want to shoot and transition more. Tina's going to be a big asset for us inside, but we also want to take some pressure away from her at times as well, because we don't want her to wear herself out working hard in the paint. And so we've got a lot of different things that we can do with our game. We can drive, we can shoot, we're quicker on defense. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting year if we can stay healthy. I think we're going to be able to do what we want to do. If COVID hits us hard or we have injuries that plague us, we're going to have to tweak some things, but that's with every year.
Looking at the conference, you guys picked to finish 7th. You never get a whole lot of respect from the conference. Mm-hmm. Does that give the ladies a chip on their shoulder going in this year?
A little bit. We didn't finish well last year, so a lot of times they just kind of pick where you play or where you, finished in the conference. And from a returning standpoint, Tina was our only one that was on all conference that's back, that only one that really had a successful season, back for us. And so we're a brand new team. So with that, I'm not surprised that we were picked that low. I do think that if we can stay healthy, and I think that if we just continue to get better like we have, I think we could definitely make a run for, placing higher than 7th in our conference. And I'm excited for that. I think our kids are excited for that, to be able to prove that we are better than what we were last year.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Want to remind you fans, tomorrow night, Tuesday, November 3rd, the ladies tip off their season at home, 5 o'clock against Mount Marty. Then you guys are back at home. I know the 17th is a home game, the 18th a home game. So great chance to come out, catch the ladies at home next couple of weeks here, and enjoy some great action and cheer them on.
Yep.
Coach, I'll let you get back to work. Good luck tomorrow night and the rest of the season.
All right. Thank you very much.